Concept checking is checking the understanding of language in terms of function and meaning. Concept checking is very important as learners need to understand new language before any intensive practice is carried out. Over the next few minutes we're going to look at some strategies for doing that. When learners perform poorly in guided or less guided practice, it's often because they're not clear about the function or meaning of new language. This may well be because teachers ask questions like, do you understand? Or is that clear? Rather than good concept questions. Asking concept checking questions, or CCQs in short, is one way of checking understanding. CCQs are particularly valuable after the presentation and explanation of new language and may be asked at any stage during a lesson to ensure comprehension of the target language and raise awareness of its problems with form, function and meaning. Therefore, asking comprehension checking questions can indicate to the teacher that the learners have fully understood the target language and are ready to move on to do other tasks or exercises. Concept checking questions are especially important when a concept doesn't exist or is different in the mother tongue, for example, the perfect aspect or ways of expressing the future, and where a language item is culturally loaded, as in the case of the word subway, which has very different meanings in British and American English. In such cases, concept checking questions often form part of the initial teaching process. Apart from their classroom value, thinking of good questions can also help inexperienced teachers to understand the complexities of form, function and meaning and to practice grading language. Take a look at the following clips and try to answer the questions below.
It has changed and it's chipped.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does chipped mean?
It's the outside of the egg, the parts take apart.
Just a little bit broken, so chipped is when something is just broken. Maybe
Yeah.
A little dinosaur.
Yeah. What other things could be chipped? Anyway, apart from an egg, what could be chipped? Chipped. What could be chipped? Could you chip a shirt? No? What could you chip?
Glass.
Yeah, okay, so glasses. What else could you chip? Maybe if you had a glass or a cup, not made of paper, that could be chipped as well. Okay, right. So all of these, right, are just different ways of refusing invitations. So when would you say these? Or would you say them, or do you think you would write them more often? What do you think?
Say.
Yeah? More often say them? Okay. One of them, how about this one here? I'm going to be really busy this weekend. Do you have to be really busy if you say this?
No.
No? What is it then? It's
Not to refuse.
Expression.
just an expression, yeah, isn't it? So it's, do you know a word for that? When you say something so you don't have to do it? No?
Excuse.
Yeah, well done. Excuse. Great. Excuse. How about, are these quite formal, do you think, or quite informal?
Informal.
Okay, would you say them to your boss? If your boss asks you for a drink, you might. Maybe. I think they're not very, very formal. Oh, so they're not very, very informal. So I think some of them you could say, I think it's okay to say these at work a little bit as well, but maybe you wouldn't write them. Yeah? And are any of these stronger than others? Do you see any of these are very strong ways of saying definitely no? Which one do you think the strongest one is, Nathan?
I don't think I can make it.
Yeah? Anyone else? What else do you think are really strong ones?
I'm going to pass.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pass
Yes.
is pretty strong. I think if you say that, the other person can't keep asking you and asking you. And how about, are there any of them that are not very strong? Quite weak ways?
I'm afraid I can not.
Yeah, I would say the weakest one I think is this one here. I'm really busy this weekend. You can say, oh, come on. Maybe you can cancel something. But I think if you say, I'm going to pass, then the other person might back off. All right, where is it here? What sentence is it in?
Without hesitation, the creature takes the
Okay. So, what does this mean then?
Confirm. No doubt. No doubt.
So yeah, it's not about consideration. It's not about him thinking about it. It's about yeah. Okay. So where could you use without? So here it's without hesitation. The creature attacks the boy's mother. Can you tell us about something you've done without hesitation?
Please contact me in the email.
Yeah. I think in an email you'd probably say, "Don't hesitate to contact me." That's how you normally say that. Okay. Is there anything I've done in this class without hesitation? Is there anything I have done here without hesitating? What could you say about Diana at the start of the class? When she was talking to me, what was she doing? What did you, before we started the lesson, what did you do?
Without hesitation, asking you a question.
Okay. And how did I feel when you asked me questions? So what does this mean?
Very terrible.
Feel terrible? You feel like very sad?
No.
Okay.
Horrible.
It's not quite horrible, because horrible sort of maybe means you feel very sad. Okay, so shocks or, what did you say? Afraid. As you may have noticed from the clip, concept checking questions can be in different types. They can be yes, no, 50-50, information, discrimination, shared experience, or life experience and culture. Remember that the answers, sometimes, it depends, and I don't know, can tell you as much as yes or no. Look at the target language in one of your lessons next week, either words, grammar, or sentence structures. Plan the concept checking questions you'd ask to check students' understanding of the target language. Be prepared to present them in the try session of this training.